The second unit in third grade is multiplication and division, and it is a much shorter unit than the place value unit, and it really goes by pretty fast, except that really it's carried out through the rest of the year. And the reason for that is this. Ultimately, we want our students to be fluent in the multiplication facts. That means if I say 9 times 9, they just know the answer 81. But there's a second standard here that's almost more important because eventually anyone could memorize, but this is really about problem solving. And that's using strategies to multiply and divide. So being able to figure out an answer maybe they don't know off the top of their head, like 12 times 13, and being able to figure that out because they already know 12 times 12, just for example. And so the unit is so much more than just simple memorization, although even that has to happen throughout the calendar year. Once we learn it, they're going to be doing a little bit of multiplication once a week for a really long time to get themselves comfortable. That's because there's several stepping stones to fluency, right? First of all, students need to understand the meaning of the operations. What does it mean to multiply? What does it mean to divide? Once they understand the meaning of the operations, then they work on strategies for performing those operations. And after a lot of experience with the strategies, then they become fluent and they're able to memorize. And so we're going to start here with the first unit. Then we're going to work on this weekly. And eventually, this will develop throughout the course of the whole year. To develop the meaning of the operations, we build from the concrete. So students used real counters or real tiles to build the shapes. We relate the operations. So students do not learn division as a totally separate thing. They spend time again with the concrete, putting things into groups, and then they represent it with repeated subtraction, or this is especially prevalent in third grade. They represent it as a missing multiplication problem. We as adults are really comfortable being like division, get an answer, but our kids aren't there yet, and they're going to relate back to things they know. Students have to be fluent up to 9 times 9, although they are expected to be able to solve multiples of 10 like this. And they do that in a later unit. So for now, they're just multiplying and dividing by single digits. And this is considered major content. So all of the standards for this, which there are many, 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 will require written explanations and will have constructed responses.